Saving money on food is essential if you want to travel on a budget in Norway. In this video, you're gonna see a concrete Norwegian example to take inspiration from. The most expensive thing to do in Norway is to buy food and drinks out. I repeat what I told you already in my video how to travel on a budget in Norway and in my travel guide to visit Oslo on a budget, but this is very important for you to understand. If you avoid buying food in cafes, restaurants, or wherever is not home, you're gonna be already halfway through the objective of traveling to Norway without ruining your bank account, which is something that is really easy to do if you travel to Norway, believe me. A very basic sandwich in Norway will cost you 10 euros on average. You can only imagine what the price of a full meal would look like. That's why I suggest to buy groceries and prepare the majority of the food of the meals at home. Believe me, it's really going to save your ass. Last month, my friend Odd Alvard prepared a very rich and very cheap on-the-way lunch at home before we went for a road trip. I filmed it, so you can take inspiration from that and prepare your own meals at home when you're going to be there. The wraps he prepared would have actually cost at least 10 euros if bought outside, but we actually managed to spend 15% more or less of that price just by investing some time to prepare them at home, and they were super fresh. And we could put our favorite ingredients and whatever flavors we wanted.
So we have pre-boiled rice, huge portion.
Yeah.
We have some cooked fried minced meat. That's optional. We have some mushrooms that we had left over in the fridge. Some boiled carrots. And then the fried broccoli steam.
Well, this is all optional, right?
All is optional, you take whatever is left in your fridge.
But mayo is highly recommended.
Mayo is highly recommended because it gets a thicker consistency. You can use sour cream, and I tend to mix it often with yogurt, but I prefer to use like a melon or a mango yogurt because this gives a very nice sweet touch to the dish.
Whoa, I would have never guessed it. Mango yogurt.
Yeah, it works very good with
meat and vegetables.
It works very good if you use some also with Mexican spices, or like we're doing now. Now we're doing like a red curry paste.
How many people are we?
It seems like we're making food for about 10 travelers.
Yes.
And the cost about each one is around 15 to 20 kroners.
Which is
like
1.5 to 2 euros.
Yes, according to if you go to buy this in the shop, then you pay like 10 euros, and then you get a factory made one that tastes like shit.
Yeah. So this I can guarantee. The sandwiches or the wraps or every kind of fast street food here costs around 10 euros. It's crazy.
Mix a little bit of sugar. Sour cream made it quite acidic, so we add a little bit of sugar to take off that one, and also to take a little bit the edge of the red curry paste. Then it's just mixing all of it. Should preferably check that you like the flavor before you mix all of it, because it's much harder to add the flavors afterwards.
I'm so hungry. I'm not so hungry, but this looks good. like it.
If you notice all the plastic protections around the house, it's just because I had just helped them repaint the house, and that's why we had to go away from there for a couple of days, just in case you were wondering.
So, trick about wraps. You put them for 30 seconds to 1 minute in the micro, and then they get soft and very easy to handle. If you put them in the oven or fry them in the pan, they get really hard and impossible to wrap.
Really? So you have done it already?
Yep.
You put them in the microwave?
I cheated a little bit, so I put them inside, like I did with
Okay, and you did with the whole package?
the whole
Yes,
package,
okay.
just without opening it. Without opening it. Everyone says that you should open the packages before you fry it, but I like to do it without. So you see, I put it like 2/3 or 3/4 down, fold it, and then fold it tightly. And that was not supposed to happen. We edit that one afterwards, or not. Then it's just roll it like the same thing. And you just curve this one up and ready to go. This you can take on the plane, you can take it on the train, or do on your road trip. And it's cheap. These wraps are actually quite good, so they are not the worst to work with, even if they're cold, but they are much better when they're warm.
How much do they cost?
About €1.10 or something, $1.50.
For how many?
6.
I want to add that obviously we ate these wraps in 2 days. We prepared them in the morning, and in the evening of the day after they were still good and not soggy at all. So this one of the wraps is actually a great idea if you plan to stay out of home for quite a bit of time. I also absolutely recommend you to bring your reusable bottle and refill it with tap water wherever you can find it. In Norway, tap water is absolutely delicious. And if you are a hot beverage drinker, another great tip that I can give you is to bring your own thermos, because think about this. For every cappuccino or latte that you are not going to drink in a cafe, you're gonna save €4. That was just one example of the thousands that I could give you for preparing meals at home. We had some already cooked things at home, like the mushrooms, the meat, and whatever, they were leftovers, but you can actually just buy canned food like corn, chickpeas, lentils, whatever you want. And you could also spend less than what we did. For the prices of the single ingredients in Norway, I will send you two videos that I made where I clearly show the prices of the most common foods in Norwegian grocery stores. In this one, I showed you the prices of one of the big Norwegian chains. In this other one, I showed you some grocery stores in Oslo specifically. If you found this video useful and you want to see more of these examples of food to prepare, comment below and let me know. I can make more videos like this. I have hundreds of ideas. Subscribe to my channel and watch the other content that I made about traveling on a budget in Norway.